18, was drawn to lectures by CEO and celebrities, never imagining that a monk could change my life. But one evening, I reluctantly attended a talk by a monk at my college. His words about selfless sacrifice and planting trees under whose shade we may never sit struck a chord deep within me. He had left behind a prestigious future to pursue a life of meaning, and yet he radiated joy and confidence unlike anyone I'd ever met. That night, I realized true happiness. Later, discovered that science backs up what monks have practiced for centuries. Studies on monks like Yonji Mingyur Rinpoche and Matthew Ricard revealed extraordinary brain activity during meditation, showing levels of happiness and focus unmatched by non-meditators. These findings suggest that the practices monks use to cultivate peace and purpose are not just spiritual, they're scientifically sound. If we want to train our minds for calm and clarity, monks are the experts, their wisdom. I think monks are born serene, living in peaceful isolation, but that's far from the truth. Many monks come from ordinary backgrounds. Some are biologists, others trained for circus or played in rock bands. The monk mindset isn't about where you live or what you wear. It's a way of thinking anyone can adopt. Didn't grow up in an ashram. My childhood was filled with typical struggles, mistakes and growth. The real transformation began when I started to question what truly mattered and saw. I balanced two very different worlds. The fast-paced life of London, with its focus on achievement and socializing, and the quiet, disciplined life of an ashram in Mumbai. Studied management and behavioral science, interned at a consulting firm, and spent holidays meditating and learning from monks. Gradually, my values shifted. Found myself drawn more to the monk mindset, seeking meaning and impact over material success. Eventually, I traded my suits for robes, embraced. Teachings that shaped my monk education are thousands of years old, yet they remain strikingly relevant. The Vedas and the Bhagavad Gita, foundational texts of Hindu philosophy, discuss forgiveness, purpose, and living with intention in ways that resonate today. These ancient scriptures offer practical guidance for modern challenges, reminding us that the core struggles of humanity haven't changed. The wisdom of the monks is timeless, offering tools for clarity, resilience, and fulfillment. Long before modern science, monks practiced meditation, gratitude, and service, believing these habits led to happiness and well-being. Today, research confirms their insights. Meditation reduces stress, gratitude boosts mood, and serving others increases fulfillment. The practices that monks developed through centuries of observation and reflection are now backed by data. This blend of ancient wisdom and scientific validation makes the monk mindset especially powerful in our fast-paced, distracted. For 3 transformative years as a monk, my teacher encouraged me to share what I'd learned with the world. Leaving the ashram was harder than joining it. Applying monk wisdom to everyday life became my greatest challenge and my mission. I now live in Los Angeles, a city known for its materialism and distraction, but I carry the monk mindset with me. My goal is to help others find meaning, passion, and purpose, regardless of their background or belief. Never before have so many people been so dissatisfied while chasing happiness. Our culture bombards us with images of success, fame, money, glamour, but these really bring lasting fulfillment. The monk mindset offers an alternative. Instead of seeking more, we focus on clarity, meaning, and direction. By letting go of distractions and digging deep into our true desires, we can escape the cycle of frustration and find genuine satisfaction. Our minds can either elevate us or drag us down. The monkey mind jumps from thought to thought, easily distracted and overwhelmed. In contrast, the monk mind is focused, disciplined, and intentional. By training ourselves to analyze, articulate, and commit to meaningful goals, we can move from confusion to clarity. The monk mindset isn't about perfection, it's about progress, patience, and purpose. My first day at monk school, I watched a 10-year-old monk teach 5-year-olds their first lesson, how to breathe. Breath is the one constant from birth to death, and it changes with every emotion. Learning to manage our breath means learning to navigate life's challenges. This simple, profound lesson taught me to focus on the root of problems, not just the symptoms. Anyone at any age can begin to think like a monk by starting with their breath. Adopting the monk mindset involves 3 stages: letting go, growing, and giving. First, we strip away external influences and internal obstacles. Next, we reshape our lives with intention and purpose. Finally, we look beyond ourselves, sharing gratitude and deepening relationships through service. Along the way, we explore breathwork, visualization, and sound meditation, each offering unique benefits for body, mind, and spirit. A sense of self is often shaped by what we think others think of us. Sociologist Charles Horton Cooley called this the looking glass self. We chase ideals based on imagined expectation, losing sight of our true values. Like method actors, we play roles at work, with friends, and online, sometimes forgetting who we really are. To live authentically, we must filter out external noise and reconnect with our core belief. Senior monk once showed me a dusty mirror, explaining that our identity is like a mirror covered with dust. Only by clearing away external influences, opinions, expectations, obligations, can we see our true reflection. This process isn't always pleasant, but it's essential for self-discovery. By removing distraction, we make space for our real values to emerge and guide our lives. Our values are shaped by family, education, and media, often without our conscious awareness. Parents, teachers, and cultural norms influence what we believe is important. Media, especially, feeds our minds with ideas about success, beauty, and happiness. To live intentionally, we must examine where our values originate and decide which ones truly resonate with us. Most of us avoid silence and self-reflection, filling our lives with distraction. Yet, creating space and stillness is the first step to understanding our values. Simple practices like daily reflection, exploring new environments, or engaging in meaningful activities can help us tune out external noise and listen to our inner voice. Actions reveal our true values. By auditing how we spend our time, money, and attention, we can see whether our daily choices align with what matters most to us. If there's a mismatch, it's a sign to reevaluate and make conscious adjustments. This self-audit is a powerful tool for living with intention. After identifying the values that have crept into our lives by default, the next step is to consciously choose which values to keep. Higher values like gratitude, compassion, and integrity elevate us, while lower values like greed and envy drag us down. By letting go of false values, we make room for growth and fulfillment. Nature teaches us the importance of letting go. Just as trees shed leaves and animals shed skin, we must release old ideas, possessions, and relationships that no longer serve us. Letting go creates space for new growth and transformation. It's a natural, necessary part of living a meaningful life. Every choice we make is driven by our values, whether we realize it or not. By pausing to consider the value behind each decision, big or small, we can ensure our actions align with our true priorities. Over time, this conscious approach becomes instinctive, guiding us toward a more authentic and fulfilling life. It's impossible to block out all external influences, but we can learn to filter them. By surrounding ourselves with people who share our values and inspire us, we reinforce our own growth. Every new environment or relationship is an opportunity to reinvent ourselves and strengthen our commitment to what matters most. We spend time with shapes our mindset and habits. By auditing our relationships and prioritizing those who align with our values, we create a supportive environment for growth. Happiness and even depression can be contagious, so choose your companions wisely and seek out communities that reflect your aspirations. Negativity surrounds us. Gossip, criticism, and complaints are everywhere. These habits not only harm others, but also reinforce our own insecurities and unhappiness. Monks learn to spot and counteract negativity by focusing on positive qualities in themselves and others. By shifting our attention, we can break the cycle and cultivate a more positive outlook. Research shows that negativity spreads quickly within social groups. Complaining, comparing, and criticizing not only make us feel worse, but also influence those around us. By becoming aware of these patterns, we can choose to break the chain and foster a more supportive, uplifting environment. Negative behaviors come in many forms: complainers, critics, controllers, and more. Recognizing these patterns helps us respond with understanding rather than judgment. In the ashram, we learn that everyone is a patient in the hospital of life, each working through their own challenges. Compassion, not criticism, is the monk's way. Monks approach negativity with awareness and detachment. By stepping back emotionally, we can observe negative situations objectively and respond thoughtfully. Sometimes, the best response is to limit our exposure or allocate time wisely. We don't have to fix everyone's problem. Sometimes, just listening is enough. Overcome internal negativity, monks use a simple process: spot, stop, and swap. First, become aware of negative thoughts or habits. Next, pause to understand their roots. Finally, swap them for positive actions or perspectives. This mindful approach helps us break free from cycles of envy, anger, and self-criticism. Envy and anger are natural emotions, but they can be destructive if left unchecked. Monks learn to transform these feelings by practicing mudita, taking joy in others' successes, and kekshareki chahti nama, or forgiveness. By letting go of grudges and wishing others well, we free ourselves from negativity and open the door to peace. Forgiveness is not just about letting others off the hook, it's about freeing ourselves from anger and pain. Transformational forgiveness means letting go without expecting anything in return. Studies show that forgiveness improves mental and physical health, reduces stress, and strengthens relationships. It's a gift we give ourselves as much as others. Self-forgiveness is just as important as forgiving others. When we feel shame or guilt over past action, it's often because we've grown and our values have changed. By acknowledging our imperfections and letting go of self-judgment, we open ourselves to healing and progress. The journey to peace begins within. The highest form of forgiveness is to wish well for those who have hurt us. By sending positive energy, even silently, we release ourselves from the grip of negativity. This practice, embraced by spiritual teachers like Pema Chodron, transforms pain into growth and allows us to move forward with compassion and freedom. Fear is a universal experience, but it doesn't have to control us. The Bhagavad Gita opens with a warrior paralyzed by fear, reminding us that even the strongest among us struggle with anxiety. Fear is a warning signal, not an enemy. By facing our fears with curiosity and compassion, we can transform them into opportunities for growth.